Hi, I'm Patrick McLennan with more previews of the big soap storylines. Kat is very keen to get Alfie's cousin Michael out of their line of sight. So what's the hurry, Kat? Couldn't have something to do with your pregnancy, could it? You know it could. Anyway, Kat wants Alfie to repay Michael's loan as soon as possible, and he comes up with a typical Alfie scheme, entering a competition claiming the Queen Mum took shelter in the Vic during an air raid. Kat meanwhile spits at Michael that their night together meant nothing, and you can see his cogs whir as he realises the baby is his. Michael quietly asks Kat to run away with him, and Alfie gets down in the mouth when his cuz tells him he's going to Spain. Meanwhile, Zainab decides to remove the caravan from the square and tricks Greg into using his crane, not realising Kat is still inside. She emerges unharmed, but Michael whisks her to hospital for a checkup, revealing he left her a note and some money to join her abroad. Only thing is, Alfie finds it instead. Try explaining that. Well, she doesn't really have to, because Alfie is distant with her and they agree to split up, leaving her free to move to Spain. Will she choose the sunshine and vamoose to the Costa del Sol with Miguel, or will she stay out east and battle it out with Alfie? Next, we're on the cobbles. Carla's corrosive nature has taken its toll on her business, her relationships, and her health. When Nick tells her he wants out so he can set up his new bar, she hits the bottle. And when Peter sees her stumbling around trying to get into a car for a meeting with a bank manager, he intervenes, realising she's drunk. Carla's in pieces. We don't see that often. And when she opens another bottle of whiskey, she breaks down, pleading with Peter for help. Later, Nick asks Leanne to help him run the bar, but she says no, until Peter plays a bigger man and encourages her to do it. You don't have to be a genius to see where this one is leading, especially not when Carla looks on jealously as Peter and Leanne celebrate their impending nuptials. When Sally gets a mystery gift of 2 theatre tickets, Tyrone suspects that Jack is behind her. So what's turned him into the streets Father Christmas? Tyrone is highly curious, so he goes behind Jack's back and calls Connie. It's an investigation that leads to a shocking revelation and starts the road to Jack's departure. Last but not least, it's Emmerdale. There's a tragedy on a scale not seen since the King's show home exploded, an event that starts innocently when Aaron, Jackson, Paddy and Marlon head on a night out. The boys head for the bright lights and initially have a great laugh in a gay bar as Marlon and Paddy struggle with the attention. But the laughter soon turns to horror when Jackson loses control of the van on the way home and smashes into a level crossing, just as a train approaches. The villagers are stunned when they learn the news, and of course are desperate to hear about their loved ones when it becomes apparent one of the boys is fighting for his life. But who is it? And which of Marlon and Paddy does Rona most hope pulls through? I can't say any more than that 4 will eventually become 3. Also next week, Nathan spots prison officer Abby visiting Faye in the village. That can only mean she's close to Ryan, news that Nathan will definitely use to his advantage.